Okay, good morning. Okay, in the previous classes, we have seen the relations for reaction at the front and rear wheel surfaces, and we have seen two cases. In the first case, what all forces or what are the reactions at the rear surface and front surfaces when the brake is applied to the rear wheel only. In the next case, we have seen what all forces are there when the brake is applied to front wheel only. Now we can see the third case. Third case. Third case where the brake is applied to all the four wheels. That means two at the front and two at the rear surface. Brake applied to all four wheels. Okay. So what happens when both the wheels are braked or brake is applied to all the or both these wheels, that is the rear and front surface, then each portion, that is at each portion there will be friction. Now we know this is the direction of motion, therefore the friction will be like that. So there will be friction at the rear portion in this direction, which is Fr, which is equal to mu into Rr. Next, at the front portion, the friction will be acting in this portion. Here, actually, it is in this portion. Here also, the friction is in this portion. This mu into Rr, and this is mu into Rf. So while considering the equilibrium equations, we may write sigma, first of all, sigma Fy equal to 0 implies. So what all are the forces acting? The first is the weight capital W, whose components are W cos theta and W sin theta. W sin theta. Here it is W sin theta. W sin theta. Okay. Okay, W sin theta. Then the inertia force Ma, that is W by G into F, where F is the deceleration or retardation. This particular point is the center of gravity, which is at a height small h from the surface. Now the reaction forces Rr and Rf, frictional forces mu Rf and mu Rr. So these are the forces, and these forces are in equilibrium. So considering the forces in the y direction, that is perpendicular to the inclined plane, to be in equilibrium, we can say sigma Fy equal to 0, which implies Rf plus RR equal to 0. Sorry, RF plus RR equal to W cos theta now sigma Fx equal to 0. Fx equal to 0 implies, so what are the forces in the x direction? You can see W sin theta in the negative x direction, W by G into F in the negative x direction, then mu RF and mu RR in the positive direction. So you may write mu RF plus, on rearranging you can write like this, mu RF plus mu RR equal to W sin theta plus W by G into F. So you may write it like this. Now you can take mu as common and simplify as mu into RF plus RR equal to W sin theta plus W by G into F. Now from the first relation you get RF plus RR equal to W cos theta. So you can substitute this value here and make this as mu cos theta, sorry, mu into W cos theta, mu into W cos theta equal to W sin theta plus W by G into F. So you can write like this, and you can take the common as common W and cut it. So you can simplify as mu cos theta equal to sin theta plus F by G. Now from here you can get the value for F by G as F by G equal to mu cos theta minus sin theta. Mu cos theta minus sin theta. Now, so you have used two relations, that is sigma Fx equal to 0 and sigma Fy equal to 0. Now the third condition is the total moment about any point will be 0 for equilibrium. So you may either consider at this point or about this point. So here we are choosing the moment at this point, that is the front point of contact of the front wheel with the ground. This particular point we are taking the moment of all forces about this point and equate to 0. So we'll get a relation. So we'll see sigma m about the front portion, about F, it will be like this, equal to 0 implies, so we will see what are forces. So we are taking about this point, this particular point. So this point, so the forces, force mu RF is passing through this point, so the moment will be 0. Mu RR also passing through this point, therefore moment due to mu RR will be also 0. Now RF also passes through this point, so moment about this particular point will be 0. All the rest forces may create moment about this point. So we will see one by one. First one, W sin theta. W sin theta, which is at a distance h. So and W cos theta, which is at a distance b minus l. then W by G into F at a distance H, RR which is at a distance B. So these much forces creates moment, and so we can write sigma m equal to 0 implies first one due to W sin theta. W sin theta into height h, which is in the clockwise, sorry, counterclockwise direction. So we will take negative sign and write as minus W sin theta into h. Then W by G into F, which is also in the counterclockwise direction. Therefore, minus W by G F into H. Then W cos theta, which is at a distance B minus L, which is in the clockwise direction. Therefore, plus W cos theta into B minus L, B minus L, and last RR, which is at a distance B, therefore minus, which is in the counterclockwise direction. Therefore, minus RR into B equal to 0. Now we may rearrange it for finding the value of RR. So we can write, which is implies RR into B equal to RR. We are moving this value to this direction. So RR into B equal to minus W sin theta into H minus W by G into FH plus W cos theta into B minus L. Okay. Now we can see, we can take W common and we can write W into minus sin theta H minus F by G into H plus cos theta into B minus L. So you may get the relation like this for RR into B. Now you already get the value for F by G as mu cos theta minus sin theta. So you can substitute this value here and you will get this as W into minus sin theta H minus, instead of F by G we write this equation. So mu cos theta minus sin theta in bracket into H plus cos theta into B minus L. Okay. Now, so by opening the brackets, we will get minus sin theta into H minus mu H into cos theta plus sin theta into H plus cos theta into B minus L. Okay. Now you can cancel this sin theta H and minus sin theta H. So you will get the relation W into on rearranging cos theta into B minus L minus this particular value mu h into cos theta minus mu h into cos theta. Now you can take the cos theta as common and write W cos theta into B minus L minus mu h. So this is the value for RR into B. So RR equal to, so you will get the relation for RR. So RR will be equal to B also will be coming. So W cos theta into B minus L minus mu h divided by B. This is the relation for RR. Relation for RR. Okay, RR. Now for the value of RF, you can use this relation, that is RF plus RR equal to W cos theta. So you know RF plus RR equal to W cos theta. So from here you may write RF as RF equal to W cos theta minus RR. So while substituting the value of RR from here, you can write W cos theta minus W cos theta into B minus L minus mu h by B, and we can take W cos theta common, so that it will become W cos theta into 1 minus B minus L minus mu h by B, and on simplifying we will get W cos theta into B minus this much, that is B minus B plus L plus mu h divided by B, that is I'm cutting this and we will get W cos theta into L plus mu h by B. This is the relation for RF. The relation for RF. Okay. So we got two relations for RF and RR. RR is W cos theta into B minus L minus mu H by B, and reaction at the front wheel has RF equal to W cos theta into L plus mu H by B. These are the three cases where the brake are applied to the wheels, and equations regarding each cases. Okay. So in these cases, if the vehicle is moving in a level road, if it is in a level road, that means the angle of inclination, that is this particular angle, is 0. That is theta equal to 0. So we will use the value theta as 0, and all sin thetas will become 0 and cos theta will become 1. And here the vehicle is moving downwards, or, or if it is moving upward, or if the okay, or if the vehicle is moving upwards, means we are considering an inclination like this, or the theta is negative, theta value will be negative. So in that case, uh, cos theta term will not be changing, because cos theta and cos minus theta is same, but the sin theta only changes. So value here, the f by g, here sin theta will be changing, the other thing won't be changing. And regarding RF and RR, see, there will be no change for RS and RR. That is, in RR we are using only cos theta component. RF also we are using cos theta. So there will not be any change in the RF and RR. But in other cases, there are sin theta also coming for RF and all. So in that case, it will change. So in general manner, if the vehicle is moving on level road, then the value of theta will be 0 for level road, and in that case, sin theta will be equal to sin 0 or 0, and cos theta will become 1. And if the vehicle is moving upwards, means theta becomes negative, and in that manner the values also changes. Okay, now you will move to next topic, that is mean lining pressure. Mean lining pressure. Next, we will see two terms: mean lining pressure and also heat generation. Heat generation during braking operation. So first is we will see what is the mean lining pressure. So lining means the pressure lining, uh, pressure lining found on the brake shoes. Uh, so what is the mean lining pressure over there? A simple calculation. So we'll consider the earlier figure. I think it is here, somewhere here. We'll take that. Yes, this one. We'll take this figure from here. Okay. Mean lining pressure we will take. Okay. Here you may see the forces, some of the forces acting on the shoes and the drum. So in order to simplify the calculations, we will make some assumptions. We'll take some assumptions. That is, first assumptions. Take some assumptions. First one, all the linings are symmetrical. All linings, all linings are symmetrical. Okay, all the linings are symmetrical. Next one, the forces PL and PT shown here in the leading, the normal forces on the leading shoe and on the trailing shoe, that is PL and PT are equal. That is PL equal to PT. Next assumption, now these forces PL and PT, they are acting in such a way that this PL acts in the lining contact of the leading shoe. That is the lining contact, where it acts at the point where the lining, this particular lining, the particular lining will be acting or make contact with the drum at a particular point, and at that point PL will be acting. So somewhere over here in this figure, it is assumed that the point is here, or this is the point of contact of the lining with the drum. So PL will be acting in this particular point. And for the trailing also, trailing shoe, if the point of contact of the lining with the drum is in this point, then PT will be acting at this particular point. So that is the third assumption, that is PL acts in the lining contact at lining contact of leading shoe of leading shoe, and also like that PT will be acting in the lining contact of trailing shoe. And last assumption, the value of mu, that is a coefficient of friction, mu, will be independent of the pressure and velocity. This is independent of pressure and velocity. Okay. So these are the four assumptions we are making while calculating the lining pressure and heat generation. So first one is the linings, all linings are symmetrical. Then the forces, normal forces PL and PT both are same. Now regarding the direction or the point of application of the normal forces PL and PT, where it is acting. That is, PL acts on the lining contact of leading shoe, whereas PT acts on the lining contact of PT or the trailing shoe. That is this point. And the final assumption, that is mu, coefficient of friction, which is independent of pressure and velocity. Okay. Now you'll see. Okay. Now capital R. So we'll get the abbreviations. See the abbreviations that is what all abbreviations became coming. That is R, capital R, the effective wheel radius. Effective wheel radius. Wheel radius in meters. Then small r is given to brake drum radius. Brake drum radius is also in meters. Now small w braking line or brake lining width. So it is the width of the brake lining. Brake lining width. Brake lining width. This is also in meters. Now alpha. This is a particular angle or the contact angle of each lining. Contact angle of each lining, which is denoted in degrees. And finally W, which is the weight of the vehicle. Weight of the vehicle. This is denoted in newtons. So these are the terms used. That is R, capital R for effective wheel radius. Effective wheel radius. That is here. That K value. Earlier we have used K. So that is capital R. Instead of that, you are using capital R. Then small r, that is a brake drum radius. It is up to this particular point. That is instead of A. Here it is denoted as A. So we are using small r. Then W is the width of the lining width, the lining used, and W is the width of that. Then alpha is the contact angle of each lining degree in degrees. So the lining, the angle subtended by the lining, each lining, it is denoted in degrees. Then W, capital W is the weight of the whole vehicle. Now, regarding the calculation, okay, the calculation part we will see in the next class. So these are the basic introduction to the topic.